Hey everybody, it's David from CodeCargo. Today I'm going to introduce you to our agentic service catalog and what that means for users of our platform. For some background, traditionally service catalogs have been used to visually represent your software estate. They would include things such as repositories, applications, API endpoints, and more. However, there's always been a major issue. They require manual updates to keep them up to date. When I worked at Boxba Technologies, a DevOps consulting firm, we saw this manifest as two separate issues for our customers. First, and most commonly, our customers would spend a ton of time setting up the service catalog. However, as software was deployed, the catalog got stale. Over time, the service catalog effectively represented a view of their software state at a point in time, and its value rapidly decreased. And again, over time, it would be even more stale. Number two, some of our customers would ask their developers to spend a few hours a week keeping the service catalog up to date. That makes sense. Over time, developer productivity decreased because of all the engineering effort that took. These companies decided to hire dedicated staff to keep the service catalog up to date, often requiring several FTEs to get the job done. This was incredibly expensive. Talking now about CodeCargo and what we're building, we have a fully automated service catalog, no developer input required. We use machine learning algorithms, generative AI, and old-fashioned declarative code to dynamically build and update your service catalog as things change in real time. This lets our customers gain value from the service catalog without having to spend the engineering resources to get it done. Now, let's check it out in action. So right now we're on the service catalog, and I'm going to back out so that we can see our different services in here. So this is all dynamically generated. We basically have our AI and machine learning algorithms take a look at your GitHub repositories and find what we're looking at here, which are individual services. We can click on one of these services and we'll get some metadata about it. For example, the basket API is located in this file. It's part of this repository. It's code written in C#. These are the primary owners based on commits. We have links to the manifest, log files, and we can even show which different environments it's being deployed to. We can back out of this. And now what we can do is, now that we see all the different services that are in here, let's now start to expand. Let's see what else we've got. So instead of just services, let's add in CI/CD pipelines. So when we do that, our graph zooms out a bit, and it goes from just being a listing of different services to showing those relationships. So let me zoom in a little bit right here onto this deploy staging.yaml file. This is a pipeline, and we can see here that it has direct connections to a bunch of different services in our repository. This now gives us useful information. Not only do we know that are there pipelines in here, but what is using that pipeline? What are the dependencies? We can even get that view within the services in the application. For example, we look at payment processor here, and we can see everything that it's related to. We could even click on one of those. We'll click on that staging pipeline, and we can even see here's the pipeline file. It's written in YAML, and right now we even say that it's a GitHub Actions workflow document. So we're able to do a ton of stuff with our service catalog. I'll show another view, which is the table view. And this is going to get interesting, because now in here, we're able to see all the different, so these are services and workflows that we have in here that was just on that screen right there. We can click on one of those, go to the split view, so now we have the graph and we have this table, and now we can actually see what we're clicking on and other things that are related to it. We can even decide, hey, I have this pipeline here. I want to take that and I want to add it to our editor so we can actually start making modifications. There's a ton of really powerful stuff that you can do with our service catalog. In our next video, I'll actually show you how can you use this to help onboard developers to make that entire process easier. Thank you everybody very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to reach out, feel free to contact us on our website. Otherwise, have a great day. Thank you very much.